Hello again. The 58 Cadillac videos are seeming to be my most popular videos. My one I made yesterday got 270 something views in no time. And the questions were, because the seats were in my truck, you couldn't really see them very well. So what I did was, I tried to say yesterday, took the the seats to the upholstery shop to get a match on these upholstery seats, because the shops cannot price it completely without knowing how much the fabric's going to be. So, and I thought this was leather, being a Cadillac from the 50s, but it's actually vinyl. I took it to two shops and they both told me it's white vinyl. So not having to price leather is a great bonus, because my biggest fear is if I have to use vinyl, because leather's so expensive, they won't be authentic, but it actually is authentic. It is vinyl. So I worked out great, and this is the frame that's rusted. And as I said yesterday, I do have a new, well, not new frame, but a frame that's for the correct year and not rusted. So that's really good news. This was, in case you just new to my channel, a Cadillac I rescued from a horde of 300 Cadillacs in Eastern Ontario, Canada. And this is the only car that was actually buildable. Although there are people who say I'm building a parts car. That's their business. But in Canada, it's not Nevada, it's not Arizona, there's not hardly any of these cars around. And if you're a working man like me with kids and a wife, I can't spend $2,000-3,000 ship a car up, and I certainly cannot take time out of work to go get it myself. So I got to work with what I got, and it's fine. It's a beautiful car, 89,000 original miles. She came from Picton, Ontario. At least that's what the records go only far back to 1970. And then it went to the hoarder in '89. He died, I think, in the mid 2000s, and his daughter decided to sell the cars off. And I pulled the 58 out of its grave. My first video on this series shows that. Yes, she's rough, but it's being built right. And my welding friend says the same thing. He says, it was built once, can be built again. So it's going to be essentially reborn. And we're into the third year now of the restoration. Still at the metal stage because it needs metal work. And then engine, transmission, fuel lines, brake lines. I got an all new gas tank sending unit, tires, exhaust. Once she's running and driving, I put in an old beater seat to drive it to out of the shop, and then get the car body and paint done. And then of course the new interior, headliner, door panels, package tray, kick panels, center post covered, vanity lights, visors, all that good stuff. But this is the seat, and you can actually see it now, because folks were asking me, could I see the seat better, and here it is. I'm going to give a really good scrubbing to see how much of this will come up. Again, it's covered in dirt from 30 some years in the woods of Canada. The front seat, besides being brittle, is remarkably in good shape. Both shops I got quotes from say it needs all new foam, because this foam just turns to dust, which we all know that. But look at the elegance, even in its dirty state and all this. I'm pretty sure that the chrome will polish up with some elbow grease. So you can you can imagine, you open the car door. It's a pillarless sedan, so you see this gorgeousness of this door, of this seat, and lights come on. There's a grab bar for the back seat passengers. And in the back here, I think this might even open. It does, look at that. Look at that. It's like an ashtray, I guess. You put your, oh, it is an ashtray. I can feel the, there it is. There, the steel thing there. Put your cigarettes, and that closes up. Don't know what this is though. It must have been, oh, wait a minute. I can almost make out the word Cadillac. Interesting. Yes. I think it said Cadillac, but I'll have to, I'm going to Google this and make sure, but either way, the back upholstery here is really good shape, eh? These are non-factory seatbelts. Somebody put them in probably in the 80s or late 70s to make it a little bit safer, I suppose. But look how nice these cars are finished off. Can you imagine this is all redone? Carpet on the base and fabric on the doors, and oh my gosh, it's going to be so stunning, just so stunning. And it's heavy as lead. It has full track and worm gear to move the power seats, and every Cadillac I've had, I can lube the engines up, meaning the electric motors, and they tend to come back to life pretty good. But either way, famous last words, right? I'll deal with all that when I get to it. I'm still focusing on getting all my ducks in a row. As I said, when the car is being built in the welding shop, I might as well get the upholstery done. And if it is done before the car is ready for it, doesn't matter. It needs to be ready for when the day comes. So I am going to take photographs of the upholstery and go on the interwebs and see if there's any of this original stuff left or any duplicates or reproductions of this made. It's almost a shame that this is so brittle, because it's such it really survived well when you look at it. But that's all right. It's all going to be redone. It's going to be a brand new car again. It's just a brand new car. It's going to be so nice and so beautiful, and recovered and factory correct stitching and pattern. Both shops that I got quotes from so far do beautiful work. It's just a matter of price, you know, because the whole trick, not so much with a car like this, because the car is expensive and worth a lot of money, but when you build any car, got to make sure the restoration costs don't exceed the value done. That's why I do all I can myself, but I'm not an upholsterer, I'm not a welder, and I'm not a painter. But give me a wrench, I can do a lot of the wrenching on my own. So that's where I make money, is also buying the car right, but also buying a car that's worth a lot of money when done. Low end, at least as now, 2023, 25,000 Canadian. That's low end on this car. Although one just sold in the States, identical car to mine, black, 4-door Sedan DeVille, $74,000 Canadian. I only assume people had a lot of high rollers in the crowd that day at the auction, but I think between 25 and 40 is more a realistic number for a 4-door Cadillac, even from the 50s. But all that depends on the condition and the quality of the restoration. So I'm so fastidious and hard-noser for making it correct and proper, right materials, factory numbers matching, all the good stuff, right? And so here it is. Thank you all for asking to see it again. I appreciate that. And what happens now, I'm going to try and source this fabric and let you know if I find any, and then I'll pick the shop that wants to do it or gives me the best deal, and we'll go from there. So thank you all for watching. As always, I appreciate it. If you do like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe, because I still don't have enough watch hours to go to the next level with YouTube. But I do it because I really enjoy what I do, and I can share with what I do with people, and they enjoy it even better. And if I can help anybody along the way, I'm all for that too. So thanks again, and I'll see you down the road.